Hi guys, Jay on this side. This is the seventh video of our Python playlist. This would be based on a dictionary. Up till now, we have studied about sets. Before that, we studied about tuples. Before that, we studied about lists. So let's see. Okay, so coming back to Python dictionaries. Okay, this is one of the most, or let's say, this is one of Python's most powerful tool, the dictionary. Okay, very, very important topic. It lets you focus on, or it lets you look data by name instead of position. So let's dive in. So the first thing here is, what is a dictionary? Okay, so sorry. List stores value by position, right? If you remember, a dictionary stores value by key, right? A label that you choose. So it's defined by you. Okay. Think of a real dictionary. Okay, like a Oxford dictionary. You look up a word, the key, to get its meaning, the value, right? Or a contact, the name gives you the number. You write you write your contact name, whatever you want to write, but it fetches you the number. Okay, you write it in curly braces as key colon value pair. Okay, key colon value pair is the concept here, right? So let me run this first. Okay, so what it's giving me. Okay, there's a contact, right? That a name, a city, an age. It holds three things: a name, uh, city, an age, each stored under its own label, right? Everything is stored under its own. Reading a value, right? How would you read a value? Put the key in the square brackets to get, sorry, put the key in square brackets to get. If you see, put the key here, for example, the key is name. You have to put this key in the square brackets to get the values you want, right? So let me run this. Okay. Now, why did it set phone as none? Why? Because there is no phone number, right? There is no phone number. We haven't defined a key called phone, right? So you understood, right? So this is a key, this is a value. So it's key value pair, key value pair. Understood, guys? Okay. Now, uh, this is done. Okay. Now the next point we want to talk about is adding and updating. Sorry, adding and updating, right? So how addition and updation work in dictionaries? Okay. First of all, dictionaries are mutable, right? Just like lists, they are mutable. You can assign uh, what you call, a key. If it's new, it gets added. If it already is there, it will just update, right? Are you understood, guys? Okay, so let me run this cell. Okay, so what does it say? We have a dictionary. It says name, Jayant. Okay, city, we are adding a new key, city, and the value for that city is Dublin. Then on the existing key, right, which is defined in the curly braces, we are adding what? What are we adding here? We are adding a new value, and it's updating the existing key. So if you see, what is the name? Name is JJ, city is Dublin. Understood, guys? Okay. Here now, removing items. How does removing items work in a dictionary? Okay. They now three handy ways to remove anything from a dictionary. First is keys. Okay, key, you could remove key. Okay, first thing is, you could pop, remove the key and return its value. Okay, that's the first word. You can look at it. So it's the keyword itself is called pop. So it removes the key, return its value. Delete, which is del, deletes the key. Okay, understood, guys? It deletes a key. The next one is clear. So clear, it clears everything in the dictionary. Let's run this. Okay. Now, three. If you see here, there's a couple of things interesting happening, right? What we have popped out, we have popped out age, right? So age is gone, and what we are seeing, contact. I will ask you to practice delete keyword and clear yourself. And if you have any questions, please put in the comments. I can help you with that. Now, okay, three ways, okay, views or three handy views of a dictionary. Let me put it in this way. First is keys, all the label, value, the value inside that, and items. Item gives you every key value pair together. Okay, so let me run this. Right, what am I getting? I'm just in the first one, keys, I'm just getting the keys. In the second one, values, I'm just getting the values, and items is we are getting everything together, right? Now, a nugget for you guys. Okay, so there is a keyword called in that checks the keys of a dictionary, not the values. Understood? So in every other data type, list, tuple, right? For example, we always use in to check the value, but here the in doesn't check the value, it checks the name, the keys in the dictionary. Understood, guys? So let me run this. So this has ran. Okay. So our dictionary here says name and city are the keys and values are given. So it says print name in contact. Okay, this is true. We have that. Print Jayant in contact. It says false because it is a value, it's not a key. You understand? So it is a value, not a key. Worth remembering, guys. Worth remembering this very important topic, and some things that is, sometimes overlooked. So keep that in mind. Okay, now coming out. Quick challenge of what we have studied so far. So what do you think? We have a dictionary. Okay, the key is on that is A and B. The values are 1 and 2. What does D dot get C returns you? Okay, what does D dot get returns you? Okay, what do you think, guys? It will return a none. Why? Because we haven't defined a key called C, and hence we are returned by a none, right? Instead of crashing. This is another nugget. Okay, now let's talk about interesting thing here. Now, a dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay, you can have a dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay, values can be anything, even other dictionaries. You understand? Values can be anything. This is how real data, like you know, you would see in real-time projects works. Okay, so we have a dictionary. What is this dictionary called? It has two keys, S1 and S2. Inside that there is a value, right? That value itself has a dictionary. You understand, guys? So what will uh, we get here if we print it? What will get here? So let me run it. We got, what did we get? We get an. Okay, so you see the two layers. The first key gets the student, right? The second key reaches inside their name, right? So let's finish up with a real example, real world example. Okay, so something I've crafted. So so let's say, okay, we have uh, a store. Okay, we stored our contacts, you know, added a new one, looked up a number, and checked if something exists. Okay, that's a real working phone book. Okay, so how can we do that? Let me run this. Okay, once again. Okay, so what it did, can anybody explain what it did? Okay, so the first, it says mom's phone number is 111. How? So if you see here, this is a key and this is their value. Okay. The second is Sam number saved? Okay. How do we check that? So Sam in phone book, right? Why? Why did I say Sam in phone book? Because it checks up, is it goes up there and it says Sam is defined this, right? So we are adding this. Understood, guys? Good, true. Okay. Now let's move on. Do a quick recap. A dictionary stores key value is stored in a key value pair. It is always a curly braces. Dictionary reads, dictionary key, or easier or a safer way to read is dict dot get key. This is a much safer way. It is mutable, so you can assign, update any value, pop, deletion, everything works. Even clear function works. View everything with. So in order to view just the keys, you would use keys, the value values. If you want to use if you want to view all of those, or like if you want to view key and value together, what would you use? You would use items. In is a keyword that checks keys, right? Not the values, keys. Dictionaries can be nested. Okay, great guys. So I think let's meet in the next video about conditional statement. Very, very important statements. I hope you liked this session so far. If you have any suggestions, please put in the comments. Thank you.